Happy Monday afternoon from the Giant Ninja. Well, it's actually my Friday, so happy Friday to me. I wanted to just briefly go over Coach Coop's last video, one of his last videos, and it was about, firing Gaddis and replacing him with Frank Pons as the new offensive coordinator. Well, at least for this year. I don't know. But Coop did mention a couple of things that I can hear where he's coming from. He mentioned that he wasn't sure if that was the right decision. And he also wasn't endorsing for Gaddis to stay here. So he's completely torn. I will say this, Coop. I don't think you should fire the guy this year. Not because if he's good, just because this season it is what it is. It's done. And the ceiling right now would be to go into to get into a bowl game and win. But, it would be a team like Middle Tennessee State or Louisiana Tech, and we'd probably lose because our offense is just broken. Now, he did point out, do we have the guys? No. That's the answer, but his inability to do with what he has is the problem. The scheme alone is a problem. I think Travante Citizen getting hurt this year, it was. I think it would have been different if he was here and we could have stayed a little bit healthier in the offensive line. But on scheme alone, it's just, why can't he out-scheme? That's a problem for me. It just doesn't seem like he adopts to any game, or I just don't get it. But Coop, one thing that I will disagree with you said you were scared of having to change coordinators again, change system again, start over again. Buddy, I'll say let's embrace change, man. We shouldn't be scared to lose somebody like Josh Gaddis. Can it get worse? Maybe, man. I doubt it. I see coordinators doing with a lot less. This whole team needs to be reevaluated, in my opinion, after the season, from top to bottom. Prediction is that a lot of players are probably going to enter the transfer portal. And you got to take a good look at Kevin Steele too. And while he's not nearly as bad as Gaddis, his front four does really well. But they should do really well against Virginia. They should do very well against Duke. They should do very well against Middle Tennessee State. They should do well against Southern Miss. But it's mediocre, and I'm not going to champion mediocrity. I'm just not. The quarterbacks aren't really confused when they play Miami, and I think a lot of that plays a part. You have to confuse the quarterback. You have to bring in pressures in different ways, and it's just, I don't know. I watch a lot of these games, and I just see rushing 4 and still get cooked in the back, or blitzing, but the scheme blitz is bad. So, keep Kevin Steele? Meh, I don't know. But, Coop, man, I agree with a lot of the things you say, but at the end of the day, man, we cannot be scared of change. There's teams that are scared of change. Look at the Giants. They're scared of change. And they had Joe Judge for 2 years because they thought it would get better the next season, even though you see the same thing repeat itself over and over. Like I mentioned before, watching Miami play offense is a sanity test because there's just nothing there. Recruiting's about as exciting as it can get for Miami the rest of the year. And we need it. We need it bad. Even though, like, people keep saying we don't have the players that we want, you should still be able to do something with the talent that you have. And he just can't. The guy just can't do it. He can't figure out how to score a touchdown, guys, in the red zone. Gaddis needs to be gone, but I agree that we shouldn't fire him this moment.